Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from the Larry Bird Career Replay using Inside the Paint Basketball. It's game number 16 of his career. Celtics are currently 8-7 on the season. And at this time, before this game, they were 12-3. They would lose this game to go 12-4. So we're currently 4 games behind their pace. So if we can get a win today, we can get a little bit closer and only be 3 games behind the pace. So a big game here. As they did, like I said, they lost this game to the New York Knicks, 113-109. So we'll see what we can do. It's going to be at Madison Square Garden in New York. I believe it's Madison Square Garden. Doesn't actually say on the box score. The box score very incomplete. Back then, NBA really didn't. This was the first year they did the 3-pointers. So they really didn't even record field goal percentage or 3-point percentage or rebounds or any of that stuff. The only thing they really recorded was free throws, it looks like, and number of points and how many baskets they actually made. No percentages or any of that stuff. So very incomplete data. So we just have to go with what we got. So anyway, so for the Celtics, it's going to be Dave Cowens at center, Cedric Maxwell at power forward, Larry Bird at small forward, Chris Ford at shooting guard, and Nate Tarney Archibald at point guard. For the New York Knicks, it's going to be Bill Cartwright at center, Larry Demick at power forward, Toby Knight at forward, Ray Williams is the shooting guard, or just the guard, and Michael Ray Richardson is the point guard. So those are the starting lineups for both teams. Here's the jump ball. Jump ball is going to be won by the Celtics. It's going to go out to Cowens. Cowens with the ball for the Celtics will dribble it up. And he'll get it off to Maxwell.
The jumper on the baseline.
And Maxwell's shot will be no good, but he will draw the foul. Maxwell very good at drawing fouls with a 24 rating.
Draws the foul.
And let's see who the foul is going to be on. 38. So center 38. So it's not against Cartwright. It's going to be against Larry Demick. So Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2. He's a 79% free throw shooter. First shot is good. And he'll nail both of them. So Celtics go up 2-0 on 2 free throws by Maxwell. Knicks push up the ball, their first possession. And they'll get it over to Knight. Knight will shoot a 2. And Bird will force the miss. And it will be Chris Ford with the rebound for the Celtics. And he will pass it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 3. And that will miss. And it will be a rebound by Cartwright of the Knicks. And Celtics get back, so New York will set it up. And that's going to be a turnover. So it's going to be Celtics ball, up 2-0. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And Cartwright will force the miss. Demick comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Knight. And he's going to feed it over to Demick. We'll put the Knicks on the board with their first points of the day. Knight with their assist. It's 2-2 now. Celtics with the ball. Over to Maxwell. Knicks not a very good defending team, as you can see by their ratings of just 1s and maybe 1-2s. So that's going to go over to Maxwell. Maxwell will shoot a 2. And that will be a miss. And Cartwright will come down with the board for New York. He'll pass it over to Williams. Williams will shoot a 2. And his shot will be good. The Knicks have a 4-2 lead. Credit Demick with the assist. The Celtics ball. Over to Archibald. Archibald will turn it over. So Archibald with the travel turns it over. New York with the ball up by 2. And then Toby Knight will turn it over for the Knicks. So back-to-back travels by each team. Celtics ball. And they'll get it over to... Nope, nobody open yet. And they'll get it over to Bird. See what Bird does with it. Bird's going to shoot a 2. As Richardson almost gets the steal. And his jumper will be good. So Bird with his first points of the day. And ties the score at 4. No assist on the play. Knicks push it up, get it over to Cartwright. And Cartwright will shoot a 2 from the floor. And that will miss. Archibald with the board for the Celtics. He'll pass it up to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And that will miss. Demick with the board for the Knicks. And he'll pass it. That's going to be a steal by Archibald. Knicks get back quickly. Get it over to Ford. And Ford is going to be fouled. It's going to be on Demick. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Demick with 2 quick fouls. So Carr will come in for the Celtics and Copeland for the Knicks. Celtics ball. And having trouble getting it to somebody. Actually, Toby Knight with a steal for the Knicks. Fast break pass over to Michael Ray Richardson.
Nice pass inside.
He gives a nice inside pass to Cartwright, who puts it up and in. So Cartwright with his first points of the game. Richardson with the assist. And the Knicks go up 6-4. Celtics push it up. Over to Cowens. Cowens with a great pass over to Carr, just in the game. And Carr gets his first points of the game. Cowens with his first assist, and we're tied at 6. Not sure exactly why that's going down there. All right, Knicks inbound it. Get it over to Ray Williams. Williams will shoot a 3. And that won't go. Cowens with the board for the Celtics. They'll set it up. And they'll get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 2. And that is in and out, just misses. Thought that was going to fall for a second there. Maxwell with the offensive board. And he'll pass it over to Carr. And it's going to be stolen by Michael Richardson. And they'll push it up on the fast break. Richardson will shoot it, and it's good. So the Knicks back on top by 2. Copeland with the assist on the play. Celtics get it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot a 2. And that shot will be no good. HRF is greater than 1. It's 3. So it will be a miss. And Cartwright will come down with the board. Fast break. And he'll put up a 2. And that shot will be good. So the Knicks with a 4-point lead, 10-6. No assists on the play. Celtics get it up to Archibald. Archibald with a great inside pass to Carr, who puts it up and in. Carr now with 4 points. Archibald was his first assist of the day. York inbounds it, up by 2. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright will turn it over. It's going to be Celtics ball. Celtics get it into Bird. Bird will shoot a 2. And that will be a miss. Bird comes, Maxwell comes down with the board. He'll put it back up. And his jumper's good. So 10-10 now. As Maxwell has 4 points now on the day. And over to Williams. Williams will shoot a 2. Ray Williams. And his shot will be good. So Williams now with 4 points. Celtics push it up. Over to Bird. Bird will put it up, and that will be good. So Bird now with 4 points. Celtics tie the game at 12. Assist goes to Carr. Knicks push it up. Over to Toby Knight. Knight will shoot a 2. And that will miss. Maxwell with the board for the Celtics. He will pass it. Ooh, it looks like it's going to be a foul on Michael Ray Richardson. Does not like that call. Third team foul. First foul for Richardson. Celtics will inbound it. Over to Cowens. Cowens puts up the shot, and that won't go. But Archibald will come down the offensive board. He'll put it back up. And that won't go, but he will be fouled.
Draws the foul.
And let's see who that's going to be on. It's not against him. So defensive high, so that looks like it's going to be on. Man, I always get these mixed up. Let's see here. So it's not against him. There's no defender on him there. It looks like it's the only other thing I can think of. It's got to be against him. It does not say anything about any commit foul on Archibald, so it's got to be against Richardson if it's not him. So Richardson with his second personal foul. And Richardson will come out of the game. Jeff Houston will come on in. So the Knicks only used 8 players in this game, so they have a limited bench here. There's some early foul trouble. So Archibald will go to the line and shoot 2. 83% free throw shooter. Actually, did he just get that? No, he didn't get the basket. And his first shot is good. Second shot is also going to be good. So he nails both to give the Celtics a 2-point lead. So halfway through the first quarter, Roby will come in for the Celtics at center. Cowens to the bench. Knicks inbound it. And they'll get it over to Toby Knight. Knight will put it up. Great defense by Bird, though, forces the miss. As Roby comes down with the board, fresh in the game. Celtics on the fast break. And Bird will give a great feed over to Archibald, who puts it up and in. Archibald with 4 points. Bird with his first assist. Celtics with a 4-point lead now. Knicks inbound it. And they'll get it over to Cartwright. Cartwright puts it up. He goes straight to the glass. And his shot will be good. So Knicks cut the lead. Celtic lead to 2. Celtics inbound it. And they'll get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 3. And that won't go. Copeland with it on the board for the Knicks. Fast break pass over to Williams. He'll put it up. And that shot will be good, and he will draw the foul, so a chance for a 3-point play for Williams, Ray Williams. Let's see here. Assist on the power forward. There's going to be no assist on the play. Defense, it's going to be offensive flagrant, though. Defense 85. So it's not 85 on Carr. So it's going to be offensive flagrant. So wave the basket off. So Williams with his first foul. Offensive foul. Celtics inbound it. Try to inbound it. Finally they'll get over to Archibald. And Archibald is going to be fouled by Cartwright. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. New York in the penalty now. Celtics yet to commit a foul. Archibald 2 for 2 from that charity stripe so far. Puts the first one up, it's good. Second one, also good. So with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, Celtics up by 4. New York gets it over to Cartwright. Oh, almost a foul on Carr, but not quite. Oh, it's going to be a foul on somebody, though, as Cartwright gets fouled. Center 50, no, or defensive high. So it's not the center. So the highest other one here is going to be Carr. So Carr does get nailed with the foul, after all. After all that. So Cartwright will go to the line and shoot 2 as he was in the act of shooting, even though it was a Celtics first team foul. So Cartwright, 80% free throw shooter. First one is good. And he'll make both. Celtics lead down the 2 again. Celtics inbound it. They'll get it over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot a 2. His jumper will be good.
He buries that shot.
So Celtics 20, New York 16. And they'll get it over to Ray Williams. And Williams is going to be fouled. Our forward 54, no, defensive high, which is going to be Carr. So Carr with his second personal foul, he'll go on the bench. So Chris Ford back in the game. Ray Williams to the line to shoot 2, 79% free throw shooter. First one's good. And he'll make both of those. Celtics cannot get anybody open. Finally, Roby gets open, but he's going to be fouled. He'll be fouled by Houston. Jeff Houston with his first personal foul. And New York is in the penalty. So Roby go to the line to shoot 2, 68% free throw shooter. First one is good. And he'll make both. So both teams shooting very well from the free throw line. 4 minutes left in the quarter. Celtics 22, New York 18. And a tight game so far. Neither team getting ahead by more than 4 points. So they'll get it over to Copeland. Copeland will shoot a 2. And his reverse layup will go. Ray Williams with the assist. Copeland with his first points of the game. And that's going to be a steal by Knight. And Celtics get back quickly. Get it over to Copeland. And Copeland with a great feed. Feeds it over to Toby Knight. Gets his first points of the day. Copeland with his second assist. And Knicks tie it up at 22. Celtics with the ball. And Bird is going to get fouled by Ray Williams, his second personal. So Ray Williams in foul trouble. So Sly Williams will come in for Ray Williams at shooting guard. Bird will come in. Bird will shoot 2, his first free throws of the day. 84% free throw shooter. Oh, and he misses the first one. Rare miss by Bird. And he makes the second one, so 1 of 2. I think that might have been the first free throw missed by either team. So Celtics up by 1. New York inbounds it, and that's going to be a foul on Roby. And so New York will inbound it. We'll be right back after these substitutions. So Fernstein, Judkins, and Henderson in for the Celtics. Yeah. Power forward, small forward, and point guard respectively. New York with no other substitutions, as they have a limited bench in today's game. So they're going to have to play through some foul trouble a little bit later on. So 3 minutes left in the quarter, with Celtics up by 1. New York ball. We get it over to Houston. And Houston will shoot a 2. And that shot will be good, and he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
Let's see who that's going to be on. Ward 22. It's going to be on Judkins just in the game. And it's going to be no assist for Copeland. So he'll go to the line and try to compete a 3-point play. 74% free throw shooter is Houston. And he gets it to go. So Knicks with a 2-point lead. Celtics ball. And they'll get it over to Henderson just in the game. And Henderson will turn it over. So it'll be Celtics Knick ball. And they're going to get it over to Cartwright. And his spin move is going to be good, and he will draw the foul. So Cartwright with a chance for a 3-point play. So Knicks with a chance to go up by their biggest lead of the day. So Cartwright, it's going to be an assist to, no assist to Copeland, too low. Point guard 50. That's going to be on Roby. So Roby with his second personal, so he'll have a seat. So Cowens will come back in, and it'll be 2 to make 1, as was the rule back in '79. So Cartwright 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far. And nothing but net there. So the Knicks go up by 5. As Cartwright completes a 3-point play. We'll get it over to Henderson. Henderson will shoot a 2. And Oh, it's going to be a miss as the momentum is not there. Cartwright with the board. And he will pass it over to Knight. Knight will shoot it too. And that will be a miss. Collins with the board, and they will call a timeout. Try to kill some of that momentum, or all the momentum. So with 1:48, the Celtics trail by 5 with the ball. They'll come out of the timeout. Get it over to Collins. Collins with a great pass. Oh, not to Ford. It's going to be not to Helm. It's going to be to Judkins. So Judkins makes the shot. His first points of the day. Collins with his second assist. New York with a 3-point lead on the ball. And it's going to go over to Knight, and he's going to get fouled by Judkins. So Judkins picks up his second personal. Celtics in the penalty, so New York will go to the line and shoot 2. John Chaney checks in for Judkins, who picked up 2 quick fouls. Toby Knight to the line, 81% free throw shooter. First shot is good. Second one is also good, makes both of them. So Knicks with a 5-point lead, matching their biggest lead of the day. Celtics ball. I'll get it over to Ford. Ford will shoot a 3. And that won't go. Neither team shooting well from beyond the arc so far. Defensive first, so guard is 54, so no, that is going to go against Carr, because that doesn't make the 54 there. So it'll be offensive foul on Carr. So Sly Williams will go to the line and shoot 2. First personal on Ford. First shot is good. So he'll make both. Carr was 60. Sly Williams was a 64% free throw shooter, makes both of them. And a 7-point lead for the Knicks. Starting to pull away here. The end of the first quarter with a minute left. Celtics with it. Over to Ford. Ford will shoot the 2. And that's going to be blocked. Collins with the offensive board. And he'll put it back up. But that won't fall. Chris Ford with the offensive board, though. He'll pass it over to Fernstein. And Fernstein will, let's see here, put it up. And his shot will not go, but he'll draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be on Copeland. So Fernstein will go to the line and shoot 2. 64% free throw shooter. First shot is good. Second shot will miss. So 1 for 2 is Fernstein. Toby Knight with the board. So Nick lead is now 6. Nick ball. Over to Sly Williams. Williams will put up the shot. And great defense by Ford forces the miss. And Houston will come out down with the offensive board. He'll put it back up. And that won't go. Toby Knight with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will be good. So the Knicks up by 8 now. So near the end of the first quarter. And it's going to be Sly Williams with the call for the foul. So Chris Ford will go to the line and shoot 2. 75% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. Makes both of them. So Knicks 34, Celtics 28 as the Knicks work for the last shot. Slide Williams with it. And number 1, it's HRF is 3, so that shot will be good. Copeland with his first assist. A third assist, sorry. So Celtics will inbound it. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with the New York Knicks pulling away at the end of the quarter, 36-28. So we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. All right, New York will inbound it to start the second quarter with up by 8 points. And they'll get it over to Demick now in at center, giving Cartwright a breather. New York with not a lot of height after Cartwright. Demick just 6'9", but playing center. And he is going to pass it over to Ray Williams. And Williams will take a shot. And that shot will be good for almost able to force the miss, but not quite. So New York with their biggest lead, 10 points now, double-digit lead now. Celtics get it over to Archibald. This feed in over to Maxwell, who puts it up and in. So Maxwell with 6 points now. Archibald with his second assist of the day. I think it's a second. Yep, second. So 30 New York. And that'll be a turnover as Demick throws it away. Celtics ball. Chance to get a little closer. And that's going to be a steal by Ray Williams. Both Ray and Sly Williams in the game now. And Ray Williams on the fast break. He'll put it up. And shot will be good, and he will draw the foul. All right, let's see what we got going here. Let's see, guard. That's going to be on Chris Ford. His second personal. So Williams will go to the line and try to complete the three-point play. And no, he'll miss that one, so he's not able to complete it. But Toby Knight comes down with the offensive board, puts it up, and that's going to be blocked by Maxwell. And Larry Bird will come down with the defensive board. And he'll pass it over to... He'll pass it around and it'll come back to him. And that shot won't go. Richardson comes down with the board for the Knicks. Celtics get back. Over to Ray Williams. And that won't go, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be on Maxwell for the Celtics. His first personal. So he was in the act of shooting. So he'll go, Ray Williams will go to the line and shoot 2 for 3 so far today. First one's good. So he nails both of them. Knicks lead now 12. Celtics inbound it to Bird.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And Bird's shot will not go. Maxwell with the board though, puts it back up. And that will not go. And Sly Williams comes out with the board. Fast break on the fast break, puts it up. And that won't go. Bird with the board. He'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will turn it over though. Celtics down by 12. Nick ball. Toby Knight with it.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that shot is going to be good. So Knight now with 8 points. So Larry Bird with the ball. And they're going to turn it over. Bird will turn it over. Bird throws it away. Celtics are going to play in the press now. Down by 14 now. Over to Sly Williams. And that shot will not go. Bird with the board. He'll pass it over to Archibald. And Demick is going to be called for the foul. His third personal. So he'll have to take a seat. So Cartwright and Carr back in the game. Celtics inbound it. And that's going to be a steal by Sly Williams. Fast break pass over to Richardson. He puts it up. And that shot will not fall. Collins with the board. He'll pass it over to Bird. Bird will put it up. And that will be a miss, forced by Williams. Maxwell with the board for the Celtics, puts it back up. And that shot is, oh, it's going to be forced by a miss by Richardson. Collins now with the board, though, for the Celtics. Puts it up. And that shot is going to be good. So Collins with his first points of the game. We'll be right back after these substitutions. All right, and we're back with 8:48 left in the second quarter. Celtics down by 12. Celtics playing in the press. And let's see, team assist. Point guard assist is greater than 12. It is. So that's going to be an assist. So one of the dangers of playing too aggressive is trying to do the press. Is they're going to be prone to the pass. And that is going to be a pass to Toby Knight. Knight now with 10 points. Richardson with his second assist on the day. And it's New York 46 and Boston 32. Celtics still surprisingly with momentum. And they'll get it over to Carr. Carr will turn it over. So Carr travels. And they'll get it over to Richardson. Richardson puts it up. And that shot will be good. So New York lead now 16. And Gerald Henderson will get the ball.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And that will not go, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be a foul on Copeland, his second. So Maxwell, Henderson will go to the line and shoot two. Henderson is 69% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And he'll nail both of them. Here inbounds it up by 14. Over to Richardson. Richardson will shoot a three. And that won't go. And it's going to be offensive board, though, by Copeland. He'll put it back up. And that will not fall. As Roby comes down with the board for the Celtics. Celtics will set it up. I'll get it over to Henderson. Henderson will shoot a two. And his jumper will be good. So Henderson with 4 points now. New York 48, Celtics 36. Celtics need a stop here. And it's going to be a turnover forced by the press. I guess we got to hit turnover over here. It's the one that's highlighted. So Celtics with the ball. The press works that time. And they get it over to Carr. Carr will turn it over though. Here, well, it's going to be a steal. And it'll be a steal for Bird. Bird on the fast break. Puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Copeland. So Bird gets blocked by Copeland. Carr though with the board for the Celtics. Gets it over to Henderson. Henderson puts it up. And that won't go. Ray Williams with the board. He'll pass it over to Richardson. Richardson will shoot a three. And that will not go. Ray Williams with the board. And he will pass it over to Copeland. And it's going to be Carr called for the foul, his third personal. So Carr will come out of the game. So Knicks inbounded up by 12. Over to Copeland.
The jumper on the baseline.
And his jumper will not be good. His forward defends that one. But Copeland will come down with the board. Put it back up. And that shot will not be good. Bird though with the board. We'll pass it over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And his jump shot's no good. Cartwright with the board. Cartwright does get that. Yeah, center is 19. Got to remember to check the number. That's got to be 19 for Cartwright too. So it is 19 this time. Pass. And that's going to be in a Copeland with the great assist pass. Over to Ray Williams. Ray Williams with the points there. Just made some substitutions. Don't need to do that now. Copeland with the assist. So Celtics down by 14 as New York has hit the 50 mark. It's going to be over to Chris Ford. And that shot will be good. So Ford now 4 points on the day. No assist there. And that's going to be a turnover caused by the press. So it'll be Celtics ball. Roby with it. Puts it up. And that will be a miss. Yep. Toby Knight with it. No fast break. Knight with it. Puts it up. And that'll be a forced miss by Maxwell. Roby with it. Celtics will call a timeout now. So Celtics call a timeout, down by 12. 5 minutes left till halftime. Pass over to Ford. Ford will give a great feed over to Bird. Bird puts it up and in. Bird now with 7 points on the day. Ford with his first assist of the day. 10-point lead now for the Knicks. And another turnover, so the press is working to perfection here. So Celtics will inbound it, open to get within single digits. It's going to be over to Bird. And Bird will be fouled. And it's going to be on So Copeland now with 3 fouls. He'll go to the bench. So Sly Williams checks into the game as Bird goes to the line to shoot 2. 1 for 2 so far today. First one, nothing but net. Second one, good. So that's now an 8-point lead. The Knicks end the ball. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright puts it up. And great defense by Roby forces the miss. Cartwright will get his own board. And he'll be fouled going up. And he'll be fouled by Ford. Picks up his 3rd personal. Judkins checks in for Ford. And Cartwright will go to the line. 3 for 3 so far. First one's good for 4 for 4. And misses the second one. But Ray Williams is going to go down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will be a miss, but he will be fouled. And that's going to be on Roby, his 3rd personal. So Collins will check back in for the Celtics. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left till halftime. So Ray Williams will go to the line, 4 for 5. First one's good. And he'll make both of them. So the Knicks lead back in double digits at 11. Celtics with it. Not get it to anybody. And that is going to be a turnover as nobody can get open. It's a 24-second violation on the Celtics. Press assist of assist is 24. Power forward assist is not. So that's, don't have to look at that. And they're going to get it over to Williams.
Nice pass inside.
Williams with a nice pass into Richardson. Puts it up and in. Richardson now with 6 points. Williams with his 2nd assist. Nick lead now 13. Celtics get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And that shot will be good. So Bird in double digits now with 11 points. Archibald with his 3rd assist. Into Williams. Williams puts it up. And that won't go. Bernstein with the board. Fast break pass over to Judkins. Judkins puts it up. And that shot will be good.
What a sensational play!
So Celtics back within 9. No assists on the play. Knicks get it into Knight.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And his runner will not go, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
That's going to be on Fernstein, his first. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. 2 for 2 so far is Knight. First one's good. Missed the second one. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Judkins. And let's see, looks like Knight will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be a steal by Bird. Fast break pass.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And that will be a miss. And Cartwright will come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Richardson. 3-point shot. That won't go. And it's going to be offensive. Yep, flagrant on to Williams. Offensive rebound.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And that shot will be good. Judkins will have to... I just let him play there. And that is going to be over to Cowens. And that is going to be blocked by Cartwright. Cowens with the board though. Over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And that will be a miss. Williams with it. Over to pass. And it's going to be a foul on Cowens. Cowens with his first foul. Cartwright to the line. 4 for 5. Misses the first one. And he'll make the second one. 1 for 2. 13-point New York lead. Bird inbounds it. And they'll get it over to Judkins. And his jumper will be good. Oh, let's see here. Press assist to Ford. Yeah, it's a 4 or greater, so that's going to be an assist here for Williams. Sly Williams. Sly Williams with a nice pass into Williams, who puts it up and in. Celtics ball, and that's going to be a foul on Sly Williams. So New York will be in the penalty from now on. Rest of the half. Celtics inbound it. Over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And that will not go. And it's going to be out of bounds. That's the first out of bounds type of thing I've seen today. And that will be New York ball. And it's going to be a press foul on Cowens, his second. So Cartwright will go to the line to shoot 2, 5 for 7. He's the better one, so we'll put him. First one's good. Makes both of them. Nick lead up to 15 now. Celtics with it. They get it over to Bird. And his jumper will be good. Yeah, looks like it's going to be good. So Bird with 13 points to lead the Celtics, but they're down by 13. Knicks inbound it as we... Oh, it's going to be a assist for Archibald, his 4th. So final minute of play in the half. And I'll get it over to Cartwright. Cartwright will put it up. And that is good. Ooh, Cowens almost got a piece of that. Not quite, but Cartwright now with 17 points to lead all scorers. Knicks up to a 15-point lead now. Knight with the assist. Celtics will get it into Cowens. He'll put it up, and shot will be good. No, it's not a foul draw. It's only for a 3-pointer. So that shot will be good. No assist. Ooh, and that's going to be a steal because of the press here. Who are we going to see who had a point guard? So we're going to give the steal to Archibald. Fast break pass over to Fernstein. He'll put it up, but can't get it to fall. Cartwright with the board. Cartwright having a whale of a game. 8 rebounds now at 17 points. Fast break pass over to Williams. Ray Williams puts it up, and that'll be good. No assists on the play. So Celtics will inbound it. Now down by 15. Over to Judkins. And his just barely in.
Buries that shot.
Center or power forward 14. So neither one of these is 14, so no assists on the play there. Learning how to do this. Before I would just go, I figured it was center for anything. But it's center or power forward as they hit 14. And I did notice something too on the fouls too, that when it's a foul or defender, it's the defender of the person. So I gotta learn to do that, and that doesn't mean another defensive guy. So I've been doing that a little bit, so I gotta watch out for that. But we'll get it down. And turnover. It's gonna be a turnover because of the press.
That is a travel.
So Celtics ball, going for the last shot here. And nope, they will not be able to get to it. So the Celtics down by 13 as we hit halftime. Let's quickly check our stats here. So Bird leads the Celtics with 13 points. Oh, actually, Ray Williams leads all scorers with 20. Bill Cartwright with 17. Celtics shooting just 41% from the floor. Knicks 53%. Both teams shooting very well from the free throw line. 89% for the Celtics and 83% for the Knicks. Knicks' largest lead has been 16 as we're at 13 now at halftime. Boards pretty easy. Battle of the boards. So let's get back and start the second half. So here at the start of the third quarter with the Celtics down by 13. In the actual game, it was Knicks 64 and the Celtics 58. So they were down by 6 at halftime. So Celtics are down by double what they were down pretty much in the actual game. So Knicks inbound at the start of the third quarter. Actually, we're right back with substitutions. All right, we're back at the start of the third quarter. Knicks inbounding it. And quick steal for the Celtics by Archibald. Knicks get back. Celtics get it over to Ford. Ford will turn it over though. So Knicks have it. Over to Cartwright. Over to fine first half.
Line drive jumper.
And his jumper will not go. As Cartwright comes down with his own board, puts it back up. And great defense by Collins forces the miss. Collins with the board. Fast break pass over to Maxwell. He'll put it up. And that will not go. Almost, but not quite. As Demick comes down with the board for the Knicks. They'll pass it over to Cartwright. No, Cartwright can't get open. Neither can Houston. And almost a steal by Archibald, but instead Demick gets open, and he'll give a great feed over to Richardson, who puts it up and in. So Richardson with 8 points, Cartwright with his second assist of the day. Nick lead back up to 15, and that's going to be a foul on Cartwright. Cartwright with his second personal. Celtics will inbound it, first team foul for the Knicks. Now get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell with the jumper. And that will be no good, but he'll be fouled. Draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
All right, 66. All right, 66, or defensive high. So I don't see anything marked on here. So I'm still going to go with this because this one is marked. Why would they mark it if that wasn't one of the ones you look at? So I want to go with that one on there. So Demick with his 4th personal. So he'll come out of the game here. Oh boy. Knicks are going to have to go over. So Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2. First one's good. Second one also good. And that's going to be a steal by Maxwell after he makes both free throws. Celtics will set it up. Over to Bird.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And that shot will be no good. Knight with the board. Pass it over to... Actually, Knight gets open. And the up and under will not go. Copeland down with the board, offensive board. Puts it back up. That won't go. Archibald with the board. And that's going to be a foul on Richardson. Third team foul. So Celtics get it over to Cowens. Puts it up.
Goes straight to the glass.
And that is no good. Richardson with the rebound though for the Knicks. Pass it over to Cartwright. Cartwright puts it up. And Cartwright's shot will be good.
He buries that shot.
So Knicks lead back up to 15. No assist. Celtics inbound it. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And his reverse layup will be good. We won't make any substitutions now. So Knicks with it. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright puts it up. And that will be a miss. Copeland though with the offensive board. Yeah, he'll get fouled. It's going to be a foul on Archibald, his first of the game. So Copeland go to the line for the first time today. 73% free throw shooter. First one's good. Second one's also good. Copeland makes both of those. Celtics get it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And that will not go. Richardson, though, with the board for the Knicks. Celtics get back quickly. New York sets it up over to Cartwright. Cartwright with a great feed. Over to Houston. Houston now with 5 points. Cartwright with his first assist of the day. So New York with its biggest lead, 17 points against the Celtics. And no steal. Cowens with it. Great assist over to Archibald. And he puts it up. Cowens with the assist. The Celtics will play in the press now. Worked effectively in the first half. Let's see if they can get back in the game here. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. And that's going to be a steal by Chris Ford. Celtics set it up. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And that jumper will not go. Cartwright with the board. Celtics get back. Over to Knight. Knight puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Bird. Cowens with the board. Celtics will call a timeout. Actually, do they want to call a timeout? Yeah, they will. No fast break there. So Celtics get it into Ford. Ford will turn it over, though. Celtics. Let's see here. No, not quite. No assist rating of 20. There's 19, so that will not be a assist. But they will get it to Richardson. Richardson will shoot it. That will not go. And that will go to Ford on the rebound. Ooh, technical foul on home coach. So it will be Larry Bird, who has the best free throw percentage here, slightly above Archibald. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. He'll make the first one. Actually, I think it's just, is it just the one? Yeah, it's just one in the technical foul. So the Celtics inbound it now. Unless it's the second. Let's see here. So they get it over to Cowens. Cowens will shoot it. And so no momentum there, so that will no block. So that shot will be good. So Cowens now with 8 points. Gardo point guard 16, so it's going to go to Archibald with 17. So the Celtics down by 12. Oh, this presses seems to be working here. It's going to be a steal by Bird. Fast break pass over to Ford. Ford will put it up. And no, that's going to be a miss. Knight, though, with the board. Fast break. Knight on the fast break. Puts it up. And that will be good. So Knicks up 77-63. As we near the halfway mark, and that's going to be a turnover by the Celtics. Near the halfway mark of the third quarter. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright puts it up. And that shot is going to be no good, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
Yeah, you can't even hit the commit foul on this one, so it's got to be against one of these guys here. So I guess a choice between Maxwell and Bird. I'm going to put it on Bird just because he doesn't have any fouls. So Cartwright will go to the line and shoot 2. 7 for 9. He's been living at the free throw line today. Makes the first one. So 8 for 10. And 9 for 11. So Cartwright up to 21 points now. 16-point lead for the Knicks. Get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And Copeland will cause the miss. Maxwell with the rebound. He'll pass it over to... No, Bird isn't open. He passes it over to Cowens. Puts it up. And that will be good. This time he will make some substitutions after the assist to Archibald. Alright, halfway through the third, Celtics down by 14. Celtics playing in the press still. And, ooh, power forward. So that is going to be a assist pass here.
Pretty fade.
And it's going to be over to Williams, who puts it up and in. Assist goes to Knight. Celtics get it into Archibald. And he'll put it up and in. Archibald with 12 points now. No assist. And that's going to be a foul on Chaney, just in the game. Chaney with his first foul. Third team foul. And ooh, it's going to be another assist pass for Richardson. Over to Houston. Puts it up and in. Richardson hit with the assist. Celtics cannot seem to get closer here. They need to start chipping away here soon. Over to Carr. And that will be no good. Knight with the assist. I'll pass it over to. It's going to be a steal by Chaney. Fast break there. Over to Chaney. Chaney with it now. He'll shoot. Shot will not go. And Richardson down with the defensive board for the Knicks. Fast break. Puts it up. Great defense by Roby. Chaney with the board for the Celtics. Celtics will set it up. And that's going to be a foul on Williams, his third. So New York will be in the penalty from now on. 4 minutes left in the quarter. And there you go. So Judkins will go to the line and shoot two. Judkins, very good free throw shooter, 82%, making his first free throws. First one's good. He'll make both of them. So Celtics down by 14 now. And they'll get it over to Cartwright. Cartwright will turn it over. Celtics ball. And that's going to be a foul on Knight, his first. So Carr will go to the line to shoot two. 74% free throw shooter. Misses the first one. Makes the second one. Gets 1 out of 2. So Celtics down by 13 now. 83-70. And it'll go over to Ray Williams. He'll put it up. And his jumper will be good. No assist there. Celtics get it over to Roby. Roby will turn it over. So Knicks inbounded to Houston. Houston with a great feed. Over to Richardson. Puts it up and in. Assist on Houston. We'll be right back. Alright, Celtics burn a timeout to kill that momentum. Celtics inbounded, down by 17. Over to Archibald. Archibald's shot will be good. Archibald with 14 points on the day. No assist there. And they'll pass it over to Houston. Houston with a great assist pass. Over to Cartwright. Cartwright with his 23 points. Houston with the assist. Celtics push it up. Over to Archibald. Archibald with a great feed to Bird. Puts it up in, and Bird now with 16 points. Archibald with his 7th assist. Archibald approaching a double-double. The Celtics down by double. 15 points. Double digits, that is. And it's going to be a steal by Carr. So the press works there. Celtics set it up. And Carr will take the shot.
The drive to the basket.
And he can not get it to fall. But Maxwell will come down with the offensive board. And he'll get fouled. So Toby Knight with the foul. So Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2. 4 for 4 so far today. Makes the first one. He'll make both of them. Celtics down 89-76 now. And it's going to be a steal by Archibald. Celtics needed that. More importantly, they need to convert here. So they get it over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And Cowens' shot will be good. Forward or guard 15. So neither one of these is 15. So I don't mark either one of that. Over to Richardson. Richardson will put it up.
The drive to the basket.
And that won't go. Cowens with the board. He'll pass it over to Carr. Carr puts it up. And that won't go. Knight with the board. Knight closing in on a double-double himself. Knicks set it up. Over to Ray Williams. Ray Williams will put it up. And that will be no good. Cowens with the board. Cowens with the double-double now. Celtics set it up. Get it over to Carr. Carr puts it up. And that shot will be good. So the Celtics pull to within 9 now. Closing the gap here. As we near the end of the third quarter. Knicks with it. Over to Richardson. Richardson puts it up. And that shot will be good. And he'll draw the foul. So a chance for a 3-point play.
Draws the foul.
Archibald with it. With the penalty. I mean with the penalty. With the foul. So Richardson with a chance to complete the 3-point play. That's a miss. Oop, that should have been a miss and a rebound over here. So we'll just have him miss it again. And it'll be out of bounds. Celtics ball. And it's going to go over to Cowens. And that shot will be good. So down to a 9-point lead once again. Archibald with the assist there. So we need a last closing second. Oh, it's going to be a steal by Carr. Celtics will not go for the fast break here. They have to get the last shot off here, though, and it's going to be a great assist. Center guard to ML Carr, who puts it up and in. It's a good finish for the Celtics here. So at the end of the third quarter, the Celtics make up some of the deficit there and now trail only by 7 going into the final quarter. So we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, Celtics will inbound at the start of the fourth quarter, down by 7. Oh no, it's going to be a steal by Ray Williams. And a fast break. And fortunately that'll be a miss. But Maxwell comes down with the board for the Celtics. And another steal by Sly Williams this time. So the Williams is... And it's going to be a fast break over to Richardson. And he'll shoot too. And this time it is good. So not a good start for the Celtics. 14. None of these are 14, so that doesn't go. Or 4 at 8. Nope. And that's going to be a foul on Demick. So he's going to pick up his 5th foul. So he'll have to play safe. Knicks not with many options with only an 3-man bench. So he'll have to play safe. So Celtics will inbound it. And they'll get it over to Ford. Ford will put it up.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And his jumper will not go. Gonna be out of bounds, though. Celtics ball. Or to Bird. Bird puts it up. And that won't go. Cartwright with the board. Celtics will go back to playing the press. It seems very effective so far today. And a steal by Roby. Fast break. Roby on the fast break. Great feed over to... Alright, what happens there? Alright, so it's nothing there. Nothing for the guard. Does that mean the assist doesn't take place? Maybe not. Yeah, neither one of those work. Or center one. Center is him, so I guess we need to pass it again. It's time to get it over to Ford. That's going to be a steal by Richardson. And Richardson on the fast break. Great feed over to Cartwright, up and in. So it's double-digit lead now for the Knicks, up to 11 again. There's going to be a turnover by Maxwell. So Celtics sloppy. Oh, it's going to be Gerald Henderson with it. Celtics will set it up. And a steal by Williams. Man. New York sets it up. Over to Sly Williams. Williams will shoot it too. And great defense by Ford. Bird with the rebound. Fast break pass over to Henderson. Henderson with a great feed. Back to Bird. Puts it up and in. Bird now with 18 points. Henderson with his first assist. 9-point lead for the Knicks. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover by Ray Williams. Celtics ball. Chance to cut the lead to 7. Can't get anybody open there. We'll get it over to Ford. Ford with a great feed. Back to Bird, who puts it up and in. Bird now with 20 points. Ford with his second assist. All right, both teams make some substitutions. Knicks inbound it. Up by 7 now. And that's gonna be a foul on Maxwell, his second. First team foul. Oh, it's gonna be a steal though by the Celtics now. By Bird. Bird with the steal. They'll set it up. And they get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 3. And this one does not go. That would have been huge, because that would have brought the Celtics to within 4 of the Knicks. Collins with the board. Puts it up. And his jumper will not go. Ray Williams with the board. He'll pass it over to Toby Knight. Knight's jumper will be force missed by Bird. Maxwell with the board. Celtics set it up. Get it over to Archibald.
Pull up for the jump shot.
And his jumper will be good. So just a 5-point lead for the Knicks. And the Knicks will call a timeout. Kill some of that momentum for the Celtics. 8 minutes left in the game. Celtics down by 5. Celtics still playing in the press. And they'll get it over to Ray Williams. Williams will put it up. And nice block by Gerald Henderson there. As Collins comes down with the board. Celtics can pull to within 3 here. Celtics will set it up. And they'll get it over to Archibald. Archibald can't get it to go. Demick will come down with the board. Demick playing with 5 personals. Hold on. They'll set it up. Demick will pass it over to Ray Williams.
The jumper on the baseline.
And that's going to be blocked by Gerald Henderson. Another block for Henderson. But Cartwright will come down with the board. And it's a shot clock violation. So quick turnover. So Celtics ball. So Celtics with a chance to get within 3 once again. Now it's safe for the other guy. And it's going to be a foul on Cartwright, his 3rd. Celtics will inbound it. Celtics get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And Bird's shot will be good. So Bird pulls the Celtics to within 3. And Knicks will once again call a timeout. Celtics building momentum once again. Knicks with just 2 timeouts left. Celtics with 3. So New York inbounds it. Gets it over to Knight. Knight puts it up. And that shot won't go. And Bird will come down with the board. And he will pass it over to Henderson. Henderson with a great feed. To Archibald, who puts it up and in. Archibald with 18 points now, having a big day. Henderson with his 2nd assist. Celtics just within 1 now, as we near the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. Or the 4th quarter. Guard. Oh, that is going to be an assist. Oh, man. To forward. No. Guard. No. Power forward. 5. Yep. So it's going to be the Demick. Puts it up and in. Williams with his 3rd assist. Demick with 4 points now. Lead back up to 3. Celtics got to think about not playing the press anymore. Keep it going for a little while longer. See how it works. So it's going to be over to Maxwell. Maxwell with a great feed. To Bird. Bird puts it up and in. And Maxwell with the assist. We'll be right back. Alrighty, Bird will go to the bench for a breather here. As the Knicks have all reached their minutes here, so they're going to have to play in overtime here, and their minutes go, as far as their minutes go. Celtics down by 1, Nick Ball. Celtics playing in the press. It's going to be over to Richardson. And his shot will not go. Chris Ford with the rebound. And he will pass it. Oh, it's going to be a steal, though, by Ray Williams. Knicks will set it up. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Judkins. So Celtics had a couple to give, so just their 2nd team foul. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. They got to get rid of this press here. Counts will be called for the foul. So Celtics will not play the press anymore. They will call timeout. Why can't we get rid of that press? Come on, I want to get rid of the press. Oh, no, steal. Okay, good. And it's going to be a fast break from Maxwell. And he'll turn it over. Oh, my goodness. Really? So we won't play the press anymore. Celtics just down by 1. 5 minutes mark of the 4th quarter. Over to Ray Williams.
The jumper on the baseline.
And that's going to be a block by Ford. And it'll be out of bounds Celtics ball. And they'll get it over to Chris Ford. He'll shoot a 3, a big 3 here. He can get it. And it's good. Chris Ford with a huge three-pointer to put the Celtics on top by 2. And New York will call a timeout. Celtics will bring Bird back in. So Knicks off the timeout here. Demick will continue to play safe. And Knicks inbounded after the timeout. Cartwright will put it up. And his shot will be no good. Richardson, though, with the offensive board. He'll put it back up. And great defense by Cowens. Okay, check defense first. Loose ball foul. Power forward. So check the defense. So it's, nope, power forward 64. So this will go as against this defender. So that will be against Demick. And Demick will be out of the game. So who do they bring in now? So we're going to have to put him over to there. And Copeland's going to have to come back in. Alright, there we go. Going down to the wire here. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left. Celtics up by 2 and the ball. And that's going to be a foul on Williams. So Celtics will be in the bonus from now on. Rest of the game. Rest of the quarter anyway. But hopefully we won't go into overtime. Let's see here. It's going to go over to Bird. Bird's going to put it up. And that's going to be blocked by Copeland. It'll be out of bounds Celtics ball. So Celtics retain possession. Thrilling game here between the Knicks and the Celtics. Always was. Definitely rivals, Boston and New York. And no, can't get anybody open. It's going to be a forced shot by... Nope. By Ford. We'll have a forced shot here. It's going to be a 2-pointer. And that will be a miss. Knight with the rebound. He'll pass it. Get it over to, Richardson. He'll feed it into Williams. And that will tie the game. So Celtics will call timeout. Celtics have one more timeout left. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left with the ball. Still have slight momentum here. They get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. Oh, and that's going to be a miss by Copeland. Copeland forces the miss there. Knight comes down with the board. Knicks with a chance to take the lead here. And it's going to be a steal by Maxwell. Fast break pass over to Bird. Oh, and Bird will turn it over. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Celtics with a chance to go up there. And they'll get it into Copeland. And that'll be a miss. And it'll be Bird with the board. He'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And Cartwright will force the miss. But Maxwell will come down with the board. He'll put it back up. And that is going to be... Oh, I almost drew the foul there. But the shot will be good. So that'll put the Celtics up. Oh boy. Substitutions here. Sly Williams is going to have to come back in here. We'll put him at power forward, I guess. Yeah, Knight's up to 42. Cartwright's not much of a choice there. Celtics got to keep their best players on now. I think MLCar. We'll put in MLCar here. Where do we want to put in Henderson? I think we're going to put in Henderson here. I like the combination of Henderson and Archibald. Alright, so Celtics up by 2. Nick Ball And, ooh, Richardson's going to go for a three-pointer here. Try to put the Knicks on top. And that will not fall. And it'll be out of bounds zone Knick ball off a Celtic. So the Knicks will inbound it. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the game. They get it over to Sly Williams. Sly Williams will shoot a 2. And that will be a miss. But Richardson comes down with the board. So Knicks with a bunch of second chances here. They cannot get it to convert though. Collins comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Archibald. They'll put it up. And that shot will be... Oh, no! Richardson's going to force the miss. It's a great defense by Richardson there for the Knicks. And Cartwright will come down with the board. No fast break there. Celtics still on top by 2. They get it over to Richardson. Richardson will turn it over, though. So a huge turnover. So Celtics ball. And that's going to be a foul on Richardson. Gets called for the foul. So Archibald will go to the line and shoot 2. Perfect 4 for 4 today. So these are huge free throws. Gets the first one. Makes both of them. Celtics lead now 4. Knicks inbound it. Oh, and it's going to be a steal by Cowens. Fast break pass over to Henderson. Henderson puts it up. And that shot will be no good as Ray Williams forces the miss. And loose ball foul. So he forced the miss. And whose ball was it? So who's the defense? Boston misses it. So the defense is New York. And yeah, it's going to be Ray Williams with the foul. So Henderson will go line to shoot 2. 2 for 2 today. Makes the first one. And he'll make both of them. Celtics lead now 6. I don't want to call their last timeout yet. So New York inbounds it. Celtics have come all the way back to take a 6-point lead with a minute 36 left. And they get it over to Sly Williams. Sly Williams puts it up. That won't go. Richardson comes down with the board. And he's going to pass it. Can't get anybody open. Celtics with good defense here. Over to Sly Williams now. Sly Williams with a great feed. To Cartwright who puts it in. Cartwright having a big day. 27 points. Sly Williams with his second assist. Celtics ball up by 4. 1 minute left. Knicks got to think about fouling. Potentially not quite yet. See what happens with this possession. And they'll get it over to Archibald. Archibald's going to get fouled here. So it's going to be defense 30. No, it's going to be defense. It's going to be against Archibald. Offensive flagrant. So that's a huge foul there. Celtics had 1 to give, thankfully. A couple to give anyway. So New York with the ball. Down by 4. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Cowens. Cowens not agreeing with that one. Celtics fortunately had 1 to give there. So Ray Williams, yeah, we can't play safe this late in the game. So Knicks will inbound it up down by 4. Power forward. Okay, so it's going to be Williams with the shot. And that shot will not go. Jump ball, Celtics ball, and they're going to have to be forced to... They're going to have to intentionally foul here. So... it's got to be on Cartwright. So Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2, 6 for 6. First one's a miss. Makes the second one, gets 1 out of 2. So 1 out of 2, 5-point Celtics lead. As they inbound it. And they get over Sly Williams. No turnover here. Sly Williams will put it up. And that shot will not go. But they do get the offensive board as Williams comes down with it. And he turns it over. So that is going to basically be the game there probably. So the Celtics will inbound it, and it's going to be an intentional foul. It has to be. So it's going to be another one on Cartwright. Now has 5. And Max will go to line to shoot too. 7 for 8 so far today. Ooh, just makes the first one. And makes both of them. That's pretty much going to ice the game there. His time is running out. Sly Williams will turn it over. Oh, man. So, no sense in intention. Down by, I guess they got to try to intentionally foul. Cartwright will foul out of the game. Toby Knight will come in. Shoot 2. First one's good. Second one's good. So they'll inbound it. Force the 3. And that is it. So the Celtics come storming back and defeat the New York Knicks by 110 to 101. So the Celtics, wow, outshoot the Knicks 26 to 10 in that fourth quarter. So an amazing fourth quarter for the Celtics. As they came back, they were trailing most of the day. So the Celtics' record now will be 9-7. So they're just 3 games off their pace of 12-4. So a huge victory for Larry Bird and the Celtics. Larry Bird leads the Celtics with 24 points. Dave Cowens with 13 rebounds. And Archibald with 9 assists. So almost a double-double for Archibald. Not quite. I think Cowens did get a double-double. We'll figure that out in a second. Bill Cartwright, excellent game for the Knicks in a losing cause. 27 points and to lead all scorers and 13 rebounds. Michael Richardson with 5 assists. So let's check this out here. So Larry Bird, 24 points. 10 for 24 from the field. 0 for 2 from three-point range. 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds. 7 turnovers, though. A lot of turnovers for Bird. Maxwell, let's see, Archibald, 20 points. 9 assists, almost a double-double. And let's see, Cowens, did he get it? Yeah, Cowens got a double-double with, and so did Maxwell get a double-double. With 17 points for Maxwell, 10 rebounds. 14 points and 13 rebounds for Cowens. Big day on the boards for Cowens. Judkins with 10 points off the bench, and McCarr 9 points. So Cartwright lead all scorers with 27 points. 9 for 15 from the field, 9 for 11 from the free throw line. He had a double-double. Actually, he had a double-double, yeah. Yeah, nobody with a triple-double. Ray Williams with 26 points. Quietly with 26 points. Michael Richardson 14, 13 for Toby Knight. So the Celtics shot 44% from the field. The Knicks 45%. Both teams excellent from the free throw line. 89% for the Celtics, 79 for the Knicks. And the Knicks led in the rebounds 49 to 43 with the edge there, slight edge. Celtics 1 for 5 from three-point land. Knicks 0 for 5. But that one was a big one for Chris Ford there, as it gave the Celtics, I think, a 3-point lead or at least a 2-point lead at the time. It might have been 3. All right, so that is it as the Celtics hold on to defeat their arch rivals, the New York Knicks, 110 to 101. So thank you for joining me in this exciting game. We'll see you in the next Larry Bird video, which will be game number 17. Not sure who they're going to take on next. Let me check here. As we load it up here. So an exciting finish here. Definitely. There's still a few little rules, things we're getting down with the fouls and everything. The fouls can be a little tricky sometimes. But we're doing our best to be fair for both teams. We're playing both teams the same way. So the Celtics next will be hosting the New Jersey Nets. And they won this game, so if the Celtics can win, they can continue. They can reach double digits in wins. And we'll finish this off here. Oops, that's supposed to be Boston here. Oops. So Boston at New York here. This was a game from 1979. And it's going to be November. Whoops. 11. So November 17th of 79. Where were you then? So the Celtics win 110. And the Knicks won this game 113 and 109. So. And Knicks with how many points? 101? 101. Alright, so thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. And we will see you in the next Larry Bird Celtics replay from his rookie season using Inside the Paint basketball. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.